Hey everybody, Lord Ray here with HypedOnCrypto.com. In this video, we're going to be doing a quick analysis on Bitcoin. So if we take a look here, zoomed out on Bitcoin, 4-hour chart, Bitcoin to US dollars on the Coinbase exchange. We can't use Binance, right? Because Binance has just been down for like over 24 hours, which it'll come back up, guys. Don't worry about that. It happens all the time to other exchanges, so it's really not that big of a deal. So what we're looking at, we've got a huge falling wedge. I left this up here just because I wanted people to see how the candles reacted and responded to this trend line. So we had a pullback out of the falling wedge, but look, we jumped right back into it, and multiple times we've used this level as a support line. We did it again right here. So I think that validates that the falling wedge is still for real, but time will tell. Something else that's going on, we are in a quite well established downward channel, and I chose my plot points because we have multiple resistances, multiple places where they touch. Look at the heart line, and this is something that you're going to know about me. This heart line is so important. It shows you so many things that you wouldn't see if you did not have your heart line or your equilibrium level drawn or on your channel. So my last plot point was down here just because look at the wick. That's where it was touching. So what we have is Bitcoin is above the 20-day moving average now. It's above the 50-day moving average, but it's still well below that 100-day moving average, and that's just because we've had a pretty sharp decline, pretty sharp bleed. So what you would want overall if you're a bull is to be above that 100-day. You'd actually want your faster moving averages to be well above your slowest, which is the 100-day. So if we want to look and see what kind of perspective we would have with the Fibonacci retracement levels, let's take a look. Plotting from the recent low, the lowest, or the most previous lowest low, right, which would be there, and then we're going to the very top where people were, taking out second mortgages to put into Bitcoin at 20K. It's insane. So, oh, looky here, look at that, wow. So we've got a ton of confluence to show a very, very big resistance, okay? The confluence is you have this upper trend line of the downward channel touching the 786 fib level, right? So we're using that currently as a resistance. This is like a mega resistance. That's a lot of confirmation of a big resistance. So we've got a couple scenarios that could occur here, okay? So first scenario is what I want, what most people want. It could happen just with the way the stock market's going right now. People could be putting money in here because this market's been beaten down, and the stock market was hitting all-time highs, and now in like the past 5 to 6 trading days, all 2018 gains from the S&P 500 and the Dow are gone. They're eliminated. So people are taking money out of their accounts. They're they want to preserve their profit, and they may be putting it in something like this because there's value in this market because it's been just beaten down. So anyway, we might be in for a really nice weekend if we can break above these levels and then confirm the breakout. That's one scenario. The other scenario is we would do the exact same thing that we've done multiple times at the top of this trend line, at the top of this channel. We plotted here what happened when it went to the top of this level. We went down, we touched the heart line. We went sideways, bearish consolidation, and then we dropped again to the bottom of the trend line. And then, yeah, more chop. We eventually hit the top of the trend line again right here, and then we fell back down to test the heart line. And we did that multiple times. And here we are, guys. We're back at this level. So it's kind of do or die time for Bitcoin. If we fail to break above, we could potentially see touching, we could actually hit the 886 fib level as the first support, and then if we fail to break that, or if we fail to stay above that level, we would fall down to possibly the trend line or the heart line. And right here you have a 100% retrace, and it's weird because on Litecoin, which it's not that weird because Litecoin's the fork of Bitcoin, the charts are pretty similar. Look, we didn't hit 100% retrace from the top, up here. So we could always see that again. But, I've kind of pointed out multiple scenarios. In something that could happen, we could fail here and break to this support. If we held this support, we could then bounce up again, possibly break out at this level, and then we could just chop around in this huge falling wedge for an extended amount of time, because it's just, look how big it is. Like, we could look at the this is March 15th over here. We could be in this falling wedge for another month, guys. So you just when you're looking at things up close, they're great, but you do always want to zoom out to get a bigger picture of what could happen. So something else that it's a little harder to see on the 4-hour, but if we look at the MACD, we have a ton of divergence. So what's happening is we had negative momentum, and the negative momentum is starting to dry up. We had a little spike here, no big deal. But every time we've had negative runs, it's not been as bad. There hasn't been as much pop to the downturns. So look what's happening. Also, right now on the 4-hour, we've got a little bit of MACD divergence. So that, on the positive side, so the positive momentum's starting to build. That's stuff we want to see, guys. If this might be it. We might be breaking out of this well-established downward channel that's been going on since the 6th of January, well over a month. So, well, like 33 days, something like that. So I've plotted out multiple scenarios of what could happen, and so we're just going to go from there. But guys, if you're in our Discord, you're probably going to know if this thing breaks out or not, because I'm always in there. I'm in our traders chat, and I'm constantly looking at charts, and I'm going to be there to answer any questions you have, about anything cryptocurrency wise, anything with technical analysis. I will do everything in my power to answer questions you have, because that's why our Discord exists. So what I want you to do is look in our summary below and just check it out. Come into the traders chat and come talk to me. Ask me some questions and see if I can give you the information you need, because there's a lot of value in what we provide for y'all. So, check it out. Come see me. I'm going to post more of these videos, and we're going to make some money together. We're going to make observations like this where we break down a bunch of different variables on the charts to give us information, right? That's how it works. Every indicator is a piece of data, okay? And when you put all those pieces of data together, you end up getting information, and that information makes us, that gives us the information that we need to make decisions on what to do, whether we buy now or we sell now. Right now, you wouldn't be buying right now because you're at the top of this channel, right? You would want this thing to break out. You would want it to test on the next candle. You would want the next candle to touch and test this level, this trend line, as a support. And then after that, it could chop around for a few more candles, which that's a long time. That's like 16 hours plus or whatever. But when we see a bullish engulfing candle, that's where you buy. You never buy here. And if it breaks out right here and it goes sky high, we don't care, because we didn't get confirmation. We didn't get that break, hook, and go. So I can teach you more about the break, hook, and go in the trader chat. So y'all just come down and we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to talking to y'all soon. And as always, stay hyped.